Are you ready for your next pinball machine? Call Flippin' Out now and choose from the newest and hottest pinball machines from Jersey Jack Pinball, Stern Pinball, Chicago Gaming Company, and American Pinball. Flippin' Out also offers the Escalera stair climbing hand truck. Visit now at flippinoutpinball.com. The wait is over. A revolution in LED lighting for your pinball is finally here. Fully customizable, full spectrum lighting from Pin Stadium Lights. Order yours now at pinstadium.com. Check out Pin Graphics for the latest and greatest in pinball enhancements. Power blades, blade skins, pin blades, and even more. Visit pingraphics.com now to see what's available for your pinball machine.
Alright, let's kick this shit.
You hit it off with the bumper, now you're straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the outlet again. I tried to cradle you with my flipper.
Before we roll into our Munsters first impressions,
that's
let's do a little housekeeping. We got a couple things to announce here real quick.
So people need to check me out, and only me, right? No, on Special One Lit. Special One Lit, I was on their podcast.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of cool stuff that we talked about, the kind of the genesis of Straight Down the Middle of Pinball Show, meeting you and growing and where we're going. We talked a lot about This Week in Pinball. I talked a lot about Twippies. Definitely check out Special One Lit podcast in general, but especially with me on there. We both of us showed up on the Spooky Pinball podcast.
Yes,
I think
we
it was
did.
their January edition.
Yeah.
They saw us at Cincinnati.
We were playing the hell out of some Alice Cooper.
That was fun.
Got Charlie kind of excited.
That's right. So check that episode out as well. And I think a little birdie told me that you might be on a podcast coming up here.
I think so. I got invited by a certain podcast.
Okay, cool.
And I don't get invited on many podcasts.
We don't, do we?
No. So I
Unless
was
it's at a show impromptu and Charlie comes up and says,
yeah. So
what do you think?
So I was very flattered. Besides This Week in Pinball, this will be the only other podcast I've been invited
I'll
on.
keep having you on.
And because you need me. So.
I got Matt Morrison, bitch.
Hey, Matt did a really good job, by the way.
Yeah,
too.
he did. Knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, he did. He did do really good. So I'm excited about going on this podcast, kind of promote Straight Down the Middle and talk about a few things.
We have some giveaways.
Ooh.
Remember last time we were giving away, what were we giving away? Coasters and a t-shirt.
Yeah, but this time it's freaking insanity. Insanity. Monster size insanity.
Well, let's give them the winners to the last.
We're doing that first. Sorry.
Yes. All right,
so
we randomized it, we chose, and who won? Okay, so the t-shirt went to John Peters.
Thank you, John Peters, for sharing our video.
Yeah, he said something about him and his wife were watching it, so I love that.
Thank you, John.
And then, so contact us, John, and we'll get that out to you. Oh, big fan of the show, won the coasters.
Here, let me show you these coasters real quick.
They're right here.
Yeah,
Oh, you got
it. You don't get to see how beautiful they are.
We got to get to this video.
Look at this.
Look, ooh, shiny. Show them the cork back. Oh, the cherry stand.
Oh, the cherry stand. I don't want
Who
it.
won this? Tell the people.
Brent Bruner.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right? Did I say it right?
Come on down. You're the next contestant straight down the middle of pinball shows.
Congratulations.
We have another giveaway as well. Right?
That's the one I was talking about earlier.
So Scott at Pin Stadium Lights is wanting to show some customer appreciation, as he always does. There's nobody in the business that gives away more stuff to his customers and to new people.
Exactly.
But he's wanting to do not one set of Pin Stadium Lights, but an additional set of Orion's belt.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So tell them how we're going to do this.
So we want you to share this video.
Of course.
Again, our
That's
Munsters.
prerequisite number one.
Share this video and post pictures of a machine that really, really needs a set of Pin Stadiums.
We kind of did that before.
Yes. Post it on our Facebook.
That'll make you eligible for
The new set of Pin Stadiums.
That's right.
Now, for your set of Orion's belt,
Oh, this is different.
this is the customer appreciation for customers that Scott already has, that already has a set of Pin Stadiums. Post a picture of your favorite machine with your Pin Stadiums on it for your chance to win
Orion's belt. So you can add those on there as well.
Exactly.
But you also have to share this video.
Yep.
We're gonna make sure.
Share.
Share the picture.
Share.
With or without the Pin Stadium Lights, and it'll make you eligible for that designated prize. Can we get into this? I want to talk some Munsters.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Welcome to another exciting episode of Straight Down the Middle of Pinball Show. This is my best buddy Greg Bone, and I am Zach Minnie. What are we doing today, Mr. Bone?
We are doing Munsters First Impressions.
We're very formal today, aren't we?
We are very formal.
announcer-like.
Very, very formal.
The Munsters by Stern Pinball, the first impressions that we have on this pinball machine.
And you know, this took us a little bit. We wanted to release. We were going to release it literally that night.
Yeah.
But we were very confused about the code, and we wanted to
watch the gameplay a little bit more.
Watch the gameplay of like when Dwight explained.
Because it's a little different.
We wanted to watch
it.
Yeah, it's a little different of a code set. So, we wanted to wait around, and we wanted to hear what Dwight had to say about the code before we did give our first impressions.
So here we are.
Here we are.
And we're going to give you the rundown on this pin. Now, we've been interested in this pinball machine for some time since we've seen some of the possible leaks of it, right?
Yes, very much.
So let's get down into it. Whenever you first seen it revealed, what popped out at you first?
Oh, obviously the artwork.
Yeah,
I mean, how does it not? How does it not? Like, it's impossible.
We'll talk about the artwork. Mine was was kind of the layout.
Really?
It kind of was, because we see a lot of things in here that we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
In what?
We'll get into it with the toys and mechs, but in the layout. But you've got a 180-degree ramp.
Oh yeah. When
you've
get
got
that,
the Medieval Madness taxi catapult kickout.
Yes.
Right, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
You got a big old lower play field with not just an orbit, but you have flippers, vucks, ramps.
Yeah.
You have a big old sculpted hermit. So yeah,
let's just dive into. Let's dive into it. Let's dive into it.
Let's start as we do with reviews and talk about the art, since that's what captured your little eye.
Beautiful.
I wish you did have one little eye.
Why? Why would you wish a little eye upon me? And there's a lot of people with little eye. You're such a discriminating bastard.
No, I'm not. So art, beautiful.
Mad Eye Moody.
This is this package. I'm thinking right now, this may be Twippy 2019.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
How could it not? Because
this is the first pin released of the categories probably next year.
Yeah, and I think that this showcases some of the best ever. I think he has hit, obviously, peak. He has grown.
Some of the best ever in pinball ever. I'd say absolutely.
Yeah, in my case,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Put something up against it.
Yeah, because it's very cohesive. It fits phenomenally. Like, he wasn't off the mark at all on it, and there's a lot more unique stuff going on this playfield of this pin than what he's done in Guardians.
Yeah,
don't you think?
I agree with that. I like the color pop.
Oh yeah,
that you get in the LE.
But subtle.
Yeah, you still got your woods.
Yes.
Right, your metals.
Yes.
But then he pops it with some purples and some blues and some pinks.
Yes.
So he essentially has done 3 pinball machines. So this game has 3 models, as Sterns oftentimes do. The Pro model, the Premium model, and the LE model. What's different about this, I think, for Mr. Franchi as well as the rest of the team, is that they are very uniquely different. Very uniquely different. Chris had to do 3 separate, if you will, art packages, because the Pro does not have a lower playfield, so he had a lot of real estate on that playfield right in the middle there. The Premium is a black and white rendering, and he'll tell you he had to go back and actually make them black and white by his hand. You can't just take the LE package and convert it to black and white, because he said the reds will turn up really dark and stuff.
Yeah.
So he said when they told him, when they were all thinking about the idea of black and white, he said, no, I can't just do that in Photoshop. I actually have to go through each layer and have to make sure to turn it to that grayscale.
Wow.
Yeah. And then on the LE, you get the full color, plus you get that lower play field, and where he creates Grandpa's
It's just
laboratory.
like double the work. It's almost redoing it.
Actually, yeah, it is. And then what I like is each even art package on the cabinets, the back glasses, are different, unique. The one side on the Pro and the Premium that he reuses is them and the coach, right?
Yes.
The Dragula coach.
Yes.
Or not the Dragula coach, but just the coach.
Yes.
Which is very smart. That's iconic. And then you see that image on the LE back glass in mirror.
Yes.
Greg, I'm having a hard time finding anything in this art that I do not like.
Yeah, I think the same thing.
I'm serious.
Obviously, because like you said, I love the portraits. It's very much he pulled you into the mansion. into their house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like with
that was the iconic feature of the show.
Was that
was a character.
Yeah,
that
very much
home
so.
was a character.
Very much so. So he he just didn't do here's a staircase and random art around it. You know, like you said with the planked wood and the metals and everything. He pulled you in, and then he's got portraits. He's got like characters with inside frames in there, so it's like they're hanging on the wall.
To the TV show.
Yes.
This wasn't just the most memorable 4 or 5 Munsters. This was the uncle. This was the television character that Eddie was always watching.
Yes.
This was Eddie's stuffed animal Wolfman toy.
Yeah.
I mean, every little thing. This the crow.
Yeah. Raven.
Even the raven.
Yep.
Yeah, the raven was in there, which John Borg actually
did the voice.
Yeah,
yep.
That was really cool. So
it was.
He paid tribute to this TV series like no other. Some of the Easter eggs that I found and that I've been told about, right? We do Easter eggs on here, so people need to know.
Give you a little something extra.
If you look back on the back glass of, I think it's the Premium and the LE, you're going to see a can of Spot's food. Spot the Dragon.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You're going to see a can of his food. On the bottom of that, there's an expiration date, like there is many canned items.
Yeah.
The expiration date on that can of food is actually the expiration date or the day the last episode of Munsters aired.
Oh.
How cool is that?
I like
That's
tidbits.
really neat. You also have Grandpa. He has a Playghoul that he's reading.
Oh.
Playghoul, right? But if you look under the stairs, you'll actually see the Playghoul laying there. Yeah, like the magazine.
Oh, underneath the stairwell.
Isn't that cool? There's also a heart that's carved into the floor underneath the staircase, and it's Herman and Lily's initials, as if you would do on a tree, right? So he's basically building this story into a playfield.
Yeah.
And then the one that I thought was the coolest, one of his mentors is Joe Kamenkow.
Yeah.
Right? Really good buddies. He actually carved Joe Kamenkow's new grandson's name into a spider web on one of the spider web plastics.
Oh,
that's really cool. You'll see a dome cover it up, but if you're cleaning and stuff, you'll see that. So we know Frenchie's known for all those Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Some of them didn't make it, but the ones that did, awesome.
Yeah.
Right. Very cool. So art. Woo.
I love it. There's just nothing you can say about it. Like, I just don't understand that.
There's not. Every back glass is perfect. Every cabinet, perfect.
You don't want to.
Playfield's perfect.
It's one of my favorite things that kind of it's kind of subtle, and you only notice if you really look at it. But on the Premium and LE, the two knights flanking the lower playfield
have some symmetry there.
Yeah, it's just so neat looking, kind of.
And the pipes down at the. Oh.
Yeah, I love everything.
Oh, hold up before we go, because me and you are big art guys. Black and white, never been done. Or hasn't been done since friggin' Centaur.
Yeah.
Black and white. Some controversy there. People thought, will I like it? Will I not like it? I knew that people were going to love this thing when it
You were a gigantic proponent for it.
Absolutely. Still, maybe even more so now.
And it seems that people ended up being, like, it won them over
there was
very
a thread
fast.
on a forum, and most people picked black and white.
And you know, it won me over. Like, It won me over in the aspect that it was a hell of a lot better than what I thought that it was going to be. Mm-hmm. It grabbed me a lot more. It was a lot more elegant, a lot more beautiful than what I thought. But I'm still worried about whether I would own that one and whether I would buy that one. I still would have almost liked the option to have had a premium in color as well or something. I know that because listen. This is what it does. It's such a distinct, separate item.
Buy the LE,
but I can't afford that, and that's what I'm saying. There's a good price jump in
then
that.
buy the Pro. If you want the color.
That's obviously what I'm getting. But
you heard it here, folks. On order.
But yeah, because it's so pretty.
It's just so
like
I like it because it's genius. It's brilliant that you bring especially with this theme.
Yeah,
the
black and white.
Especially he went back and grayscaled it.
Yeah,
and it's very contemporary because you have those pops of color. You have that chartreuse green that pops differentiation. You have the colored inserts. You have the colored toys. If you notice, I think the plastics are black and white too.
Yeah.
Which that's Stern going above and beyond again for a particular package. Nope. Every 3 art packages are near perfection.
I mean, I do. I like it a lot. Don't get me wrong.
I can't pick one. I can't pick which one I like best. They all three are different.
Yeah, I like the
shots and layout. This is John Borg. Now, John Borg. Rumors were that he puts everything into his pins, but he was really putting a lot into this.
That I'm like okay, so there's
we love board layouts.
There's an odd thing, and a lot of things I can't see. Like on there's a lot of controversy, and there
a lot of controversy.
Not
on this pin.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
Really?
there is. Yeah, a lot of people mouthing about the different layouts. That it looks like
like
Metallica, it looks like Monster Bash. I mean, people are all over the place.
You know why? You know why it does? I know why. And they're right. They're absolutely right. You guys that think that it looks like Monster Bash or it looks like Metallica, you're absolutely right. You want to know why?
Why?
Because it's a fan layout. And it's 2 flippers. And that's all you're going to get with 2 flippers.
Yeah, I mean...
That's the way it is.
Yeah,
There's only so many shots. That's the dumbest argument I've heard in a long time.
I mean, I don't think it's a dumb argument. I mean, people can be wrong in it, but I see aspects of other pins and stuff in here, obviously.
Hopefully.
But I think that it's neat, and I think John did something. I mean, you know, the Balser is like the only person that I ever see that really changes pins up
more flippers though.
Yeah, but his pins are so drastic. Like, you couldn't say that's a Balser pin by looking at it, and that's a Balser pin because they're so different. But you got Steve Rich, you got Borg. Borg has sometimes a distinct layout, but he does special things with the ramps, just like you said, like that inverted ramp. That is freaking spectacular.
You haven't seen him do that since Tales from the Crypt.
That is one of the things that freaking has sold me on this pin.
Did you see how smooth it was?
Yeah, and I love his go-to through the backboard to come out.
For the ramps.
I love that he's doing that on most of his pins now. Like, I love that, and it's so awesome with the stairwell.
Even his ramps fit the theme.
Yes, it
A
comes
180
through.
ramp
Yes.
is different. The Munsters are different.
Yes.
So going through the backboard and curling out and creeping down, that's the theme.
Yeah,
it fits this theme.
I think it's fantastic.
Looks like it shoots like butter.
It does. Like,
It looks like
that is
it
one
shoots
thing that
really
you have
good.
seen nobody complain about is how smooth that pin shoots.
Now, John Borg will put a bash toy. He likes his bash toys.
Yeah.
And we like him for that. You got your Herman
I like
Munster
him.
bash toy, but he puts a magnet in front of it, which makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And he
it's
does
different.
a lower play field. Not just any lower play field. We've seen many lower play fields in the past.
Yeah.
But this one is fully featured. This is like a mini pinball machine, Greg.
And that's what they explain. They said going with the smaller balls, it makes it feel like a whole separate game underneath there because you got more
Like a
distance to
perspective,
shoot and everything. It's just a lot more.
And lower play field has a ramp.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Like,
and orbits.
that
And
is-
a multi-ball. A multi-ball in the lower
well,
play
that's what I
field.
like is when you get to the Monsters of Rock or whatever, the Monsters of Rock,
Munster
or whatever.
Madness.
Munster Madness,
Munster Madness.
the Munster Madness. Like I like that you're trying to keep 2 alive at the same time. I like using the 4
There's
flippers
4
at one
flipper
time.
buttons, 2
Like,
for the bottom play field and 2 for the upper play
Yeah.
field. So
it's kind of superb. And then, like you said about the Dragula, like when you kick it in there and it just doesn't kick it back out or kick it up a vuck and go out, it kicks it around
to the orbit.
The orbit.
I've been waiting for another pin to do that in a while.
Yeah.
Because we've seen that in Taxi. We've seen that in Medieval Madness. Medieval Madness goes up. Taxi goes up on the ramps.
Yeah.
But I've been waiting to see one, kind of like the roller games, if you will. It pops up and then boom, here it comes around that orbit. So this thing looks like a Borg masterpiece to me.
I do. I think it's a neat. I think that even though it feels like a normal fan layout because it is, like there's nothing wrong in that because like people said, like when everybody complained about Guardians feeling like Metallica or looked like Metallica, Guardians
Doesn't feel
shoots
like it.
and feels nothing like Metallica. At all, and I don't know if it's because of the plastic ramps from the metal ramps,
Materials, coating is different.
coating,
A lot of stuff.
It in no way would I step up to both those games playing back to back and say
You could easily own both those games.
yeah,
That's the point.
side by
here.
side. Yeah, and
easily own both.
because Metallica's a lot easier shooting.
I can't wait to play this game because this is my type of layout. This
Yeah.
is a fast shooting, smooth, standard body game.
Yeah. I want it's and you. I didn't see anybody really open it up flow wise, but I feel like the Lost World. You could just keep hitting those ramps back to back and have some seriously beautiful flow to this
And
game.
when we talk code, there's benefits of hitting those ramps back and forth to get some of the
Spot.
Raven and Spot.
Yeah,
And, So, yeah, I absolutely think this looks like a dynamic, over the top, perfect layout.
I do too. Like, we're getting ready to go into code, but I'll tell you the thing that has sold me on this pin, probably the most, besides it being beautiful, is how fun it looks to shoot.
It looks like a blast.
It does. It does.
Stern's known for that, though.
Yeah,
Stern is known for having fun shooting pins.
Well, and there's not a board game that I really haven't liked the way it's shot, even if the code set ends up being shallow or something.
Name a board game that you don't enjoy shooting.
I don't know.
I thought about it the other day. I like them all.
I do. I like most of them. I'd actually contacted, so me and Oren Day are kind of friends now.
Oh, here we go.
We chat. So I asked Oren a week or so ago. I was like, man, Oren, I was like...
Oh, you guys are on chatting terms now?
We're on chatting terms, yeah.
What's his response time?
We're becoming... Oh, quick. We're fast friends now. We're fast friends.
Got a celly?
Yeah. So, that was... Oren Day was a gift from Chris Franchi for Christmas. Okay. So I was talking to... Long story short, maybe longer. Oren Day, like, I asked him, I said, man, let me ask you. I said, because I'm, I'm a giant Sega fan, and we talk about this shit all the time. Like, what... If you had and I don't know if he wants me telling that. I mean, he don't design or do much or code or do much anymore. But I was like, what's your pick? Like, what would be your Sega? Like, what game did you enjoy working on? What did you like? And he said Twister.
Yeah,
Twister.
And Borg.
It's a Borg, yeah. And so, and I do enjoy shooting Twister. I haven't played it enough to really do the rules. I think the rules are a little shallow, and it's that common 90s.
Time appropriate, yeah.
Shooting, shoot for points. But I do like the way it shoots. It's neat. The disc is neat on there. The way that it grabs the multi-balls. Yeah, the way he did that with the grabbing the multi-balls and throwing them off and stuff. Pretty freaking cool, man. And so...
He does this again with the magnet grab on Munsters.
Yeah, up in Herman. Yep. Yeah. Well, just like Well Walker.
Yep.
Just like Well Walker, which is nice. I enjoy I miss that magnet, honestly, on the Pro. I wish the Pro on Walking Dead had the magnet.
John Borg, you nailed it. Fantastic. And we actually know your name, right?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Oh, I know. I was like, who the hell releases a first impressions and doesn't know the designer's name? Calls him Stern.
I don't know. All right. Rules and code. Another one of our favorite people, Dwight Sullivan, is on code.
Yes.
Now, I always tell people, Dwight codes moments.
Yes.
There are some moments already in this code.
Yeah.
Right? Especially like those zap jackpots and different things where it looks like electrocution light shows. Now, this is different. He said that he wanted to do something a little different after the masterpiece of Star Wars. Mm-hmm. He had that thing so deeply coded. He was talking to George Gomez. George thought it would be cool to pull it back a little bit. Go classic pinball. Now, I know this perks your ears up because you like that. He's said Terminator 2 a couple times. Mm-hmm. It's kind of an influence. He's done that one. So this was different than what we see from Dwight. There's no modes. There's more situations that you get into. You open up each character, right? And then you get into your wizard mode. Then there's another whole level after that, which becomes more difficult to play. So at first, I'll tell you, I was a little apprehensive at first.
100%.
I was like, wait a minute. You guys know me. I'm a journey-based, mode-based player. So I thought, what do we have here? The more I'm watching it, the more I'm playing pinball in general. What kind of games have I been buying lately, Greg? In general, what kind of games? Meteor.
Anything so?
I've been buying Meteor, Stars, right? I've been playing Radical, Whirlwind, System 11 games. So my point
But do you know why that is? Is because he has literally in the last 3 years gone through almost every top 100 game there is. So he sort of has no choice but to go to Meteor, and Stars, and System 11s because the guy is so sick of owning the same pins 2 and 3 times that he's had to branch out to something else.
Which ones stick around then? Okay. So my point being, I'm kind of warming up to it because I thought this is what I've been playing.
Well, I've argued with you forever that you need to
I know.
like that
You've
points games are still fun. Yeah. Okay. What's
this is still a task game too.
Well,
task points.
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, you've got a journey to get through. That journey is fun because you're completing things along the way, and then you get to your wizard mode, and that's your dominant. I don't think points games are any different. There is still a journey to get to those damn points.
Your multipliers,
and
your
then
bonus,
your high score is your wizard mode. It's your Valinor. When you reach that high score, that's beating a lot of other people, then I think it can be as satisfying as modes.
Oh yeah, especially if you load stuff up just right.
Yeah.
And then you know.
Yeah, I
take
mean,
advantage of that.
and it might get old when you're playing by yourself, or you're trying to beat your same score, or you plateau and
That's
you
any
can't
game.
get past that. It is. But I still don't mind a points-based game, and I've tried to argue that to you forever.
No, you're
to
right.
enjoy that.
You're right.
But I do have to say this.
Marco Specialties, same-day shipping, accessible website, exceptional customer service, and with over 50,000 different pinball parts in stock, Marco Specialties is a must for every pinball enthusiast and operator. Treat your pinball machine right by visiting marcospec.com now. Chrome it, brass it, black nickel it, candy chrome it, powder coat it. The possibilities are endless at pinballplating.com. Your pinball machine deserves the best. At Comet Pinball, you'll find the best variety of LED products with the best quality LEDs and most importantly, at the best price. Your collection is begging for an upgrade. Order yours now at cometpinball.com. We know that Dwight likes to go back. He always has a couple really big...
Well, but you didn't let me finish. So just shut up for a minute.
We'll see how genius this is.
No, it's not anything genius. It's just wrapping up what I said so that people don't leave that off and like Greg's... I can't say that word. That's inappropriate. He's...
Oh, no, it's even worse.
That's worse?
Yeah.
Yeah, you... So, I don't know what... Just
keep going.
Greg does not comprehend things. Is that better? I guess. I don't know. But so...
I have to edit all that out, so it don't matter.
It happens. Don't go...
No, stop.
Yeah, you shouldn't. But so... that is insensitive. But it's funny. I mean, it's not. I don't know. This is... Yeah, it's all got to go. A little red now. But so... And I'm sober. To
me, it tells me that he did what he went out to do, to make a more approachable game.
But he also was able to put his stamp on it.
That's right.
Of his complexity of multipliers and jackpots and everything. He was able to put his stamp, the signature Dwight deep shit into it. But also make it, like you said, super approachable,
Very approachable.
to the general public, to people that don't play pinball. And that's what sold me, is because I've got Guardians. My family hates it. Sometimes I want to just...
It's mean.
Sometimes I'm disappointed about it because that's
approachable too, though. You've got that Groot.
Oh, it's yeah, if you just shoot Groot.
That's what a lot of...
But it is so freaking brutal and rough.
Tough.
And I wanted a game that the family will enjoy again.
Yeah.
But it also seems like it gives me that depth for my points. And if I can get my wife to stick around long enough to understand and let me explain a few rules to her, then we could compete again code or points wise maybe on it. But the kids would love it, and I think she would have fun shooting it.
I think it's approachable. I think this is going to be perfect for home individuals because they got to get through the different levels. I think for tournament players, they're going to eat this up.
Oh, I think
There's so much strategy in Dwight code. So
I think so.
I don't know if he intended to. He might have, just knowing Dwight, he probably tried to make it approachable, and then all of a sudden he just couldn't resist and continued to just this has got to be here. This has got to be here. It'd be cool if we
got the RGB lights. You've got the metal ramps. You've got all the toys except for the lower play field.
Switching lights too from green to white during certain modes.
Yes. So you've got, this is the most loaded pro.
That's what Borg does.
That you can get.
Borg loads pros.
Yes. Whoever fought for that, whether it was just Stern's idea, Gomez's idea to begin with, whether Borg fought for it, whoever fought for that. Thank you, because it is so refreshing.
You know what, though? For a lot of people, the Pro is perfect, but they want that lower play field.
Oh, and I don't blame them. I want the lower play field. I can't afford it.
It looks so good.
Yeah,
it just looks good.
It looks a lot better. It looks
good when the GI cuts out and the light goes on down there.
It looks a lot better. Honestly, and even if I got tired of the lower play field, I still would want it.
You still want it on there?
I still want it, and I just can't afford it.
It's so hard to pick a model here. So rules and code seem different.
You got me pumped on it. You know I was on the fence. You got here and I was like, should I still get this game? And now I'm all fucking pumped up again.
I want to. All right. Ooh, we're getting good still.
Hercules. That's a good movie. We need a Nutty Professor pin.
No, we don't. Poor Eddie Murphy.
Norbit.
No,
Norbit.
We don't.
They're filming a Coming to America too.
Stop messing with the stuff that's already worked well.
I don't care. Oh, I like Eddie.
No, I do too. Toys and innovation. Toys and innovation. There's a lot of cool stuff. We got a lower playfield. We got a 180 ramp. We got the Dragula kickback. There's a lot of stuff going on in here.
I don't know how
Herman bash toy that moves around.
I don't know how much I would give. I don't know how much I would say innovation on this one. Maybe that right ramp. So I don't know if I'd go as far as innovation with this particularly. But I do think it's got outstanding toys and ramps.
Think about that Pro again.
Yeah.
How much is in that Pro?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like that. Like, the ramp alone, I know some people will be like, it's just a damn ramp. But that's sick, dude.
It's a lift ramp, too.
Oh, yeah.
That looks smooth. You got a bash toy under there.
And they designed it different. They very much learned their lesson. Borg learned his lesson from The Walking Dead about the complaints with that ramp. In this one, I didn't see any kind of jump. I didn't see anything on any of the streams.
Looked butter. You could even crawl it up there.
Yeah.
And it would make it all the way
you didn't have
through.
anything. So good job redesigning
I worried about the 180
that.
ramp when I saw it. I thought, ooh, is it going to have a lot of goose to get it up there? Doesn't.
But the way he designed it,
I've seen him backhanding it.
But also the way that he designed it, if you look at that wire form, that wire form sort of goes under and cups it so that if you don't have a lot of momentum and the ball falls, it falls into the...
Yeah, go ahead. Where's the balls fall?
I am not cupping balls anymore.
So that's toys and innovation. Music and call-outs. Jerry Thompson.
Yeah.
Blew it up.
Can I just say, Jerry... If you watch this or anybody
oh, God,
that knows Jerry,
I know what you're going to say.
You have got the most remarkable voice that I have ever heard in my entire life.
It's really good.
It is phenomenal. And not just when you try to give an announcer voice.
He did the special when lit intro to their panel.
That was phenomenal. But then when he just talks, he's just still got this very beautiful bravado.
He's a sound guy.
Yeah.
He ought to.
But just because you're good at mixing sound and coming up with shit don't mean you got a beautiful voice. But Jerry, your voice. Your voice is like, it's like Borg's design. Butter.
The theme song of the Munsters belongs in a pinball machine. It needs to be played loud. It's the perfect. I love that theme song. And then he said he even threw some tributes to older pins because this was an older theme.
Yeah.
I have to say one of my favorite parts of the call-outs is Michael Arrington that does Paul Lynde as the character.
Yeah.
I can't really do it really good, but Paul Lynde, everybody loves Paul Lynde.
Yeah.
So I love just hearing there was a little innuendos I heard when he's down in Grandpa's basement. It's my Paul Lynde. It's not very good.
No, that's why I was letting you run with
it. Even the call-outs are great. You even have the actual dialogue from the TV series too. It's not like they got all the rights. They got the video rights. I like the laugh track. Did you hear the laugh track?
Yeah, dude. Some people were complaining about that, but I'm like, it's a sitcom. Like, it fits the sitcom.
That's again, we talked about the house being a character. The audience was a character as well.
Yeah,
because that's how the viewer at home. They know when to laugh and why that's funny, and so I love the audience.
I actually there's this show on, and I won't name it. It's a talk show, and
Wendy Williams.
I sure shit don't watch it.
No, you do.
No, and it comes on just because it comes on after my news in the mornings, and like the show is horrendous.
After your coffee,
yeah, the show is horrendous for some reason, and I was sitting there and I ended up watching it one day because I'm like, I want to pinpoint, is it just the host? It's not filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Oh, so it feels flat.
It's so flat because it's just them goofing and everything. There's no clapping. There's no nothing. And it's so, like, add the fake, the fake claps.
Maybe Straight Down the Middle needs we need to film in front of a live studio audience.
Maybe we get a laugh track to do it for us.
It's not played out.
It's so played out, but I've never used it.
I've never used it. Damn it, I want to use it once.
I want to use it once.
All right, so that's music call-outs. Phenomenal. There's got to be something we don't like in this game. What about theme? Right?
Now, theme honestly is my weakest. Theme is I look like I was born in the 60s. That's what's sad.
My parents were barely born
mine was too.
when this came out.
That is the weakest thing in this game to me. Is the Munsters. Like I've watched them and I think they're okay. I think it's kind of overly corny.
It's 60s television.
I mean, no, I'm not saying that it's just wrong for the air.
Some of the quotes that Herman Munster have.
They're very they're very resonant.
Oriented.
Yeah, it's very. It was almost like a gigantic PSA on a lot of this stuff. I just like it because it's a beautiful pin. The Munsters are creepy.
It's monstery.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I still prefer to Addams Family. It's just a little more.
I don't know what I was doing when I was a child, but I remember watching these shows. I think they were on like TV Land or something.
Yeah, they came on something before that. They came before there was even cable. Like
I've watched a lot of these episodes. Yeah. Maybe that's why I love this theme.
I'm nearly positive that they were still running some Munsters on TV at some point, maybe around when I was like 9 or 10 years old.
For me, the dynamic between Herman Munster and Grandpa, those are like acting icons and comedic icons.
Oh.
I always love that dynamic that they've had. Herman Munster is one of my favorite characters in general in television.
Yeah.
So just his laugh, his demeanor, he's really a soft-hearted person.
I even loved Gwen. What's his name?
I thought you were going to say Marilyn. I was like,
that did hurt Herman. I went blank on.
He played on like a court show or something.
No, he did. My cousin Benny.
Yeah,
I loved him in My Cousin Benny. Like, I mean, but the guy is just so iconic. His voice.
I think the theme's dynamic. I think it's out of the park.
Yvonne Carlo. God, man,
it's easy. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Wow, okay. Man. And the integrated. If we're talking theme integration.
That might be Chelsea's Halloween
theme.
Costumes.
Stop it. Theme integration is over the top on this as well. It looks like it came out of the house.
Yeah, and that was a combination of everybody.
It was.
I feel.
Even Franchi, when he was in there looking at some of the Whitewood stuff, he saw a wire form that was not chrome jet or plated, and he said, man, that looks like it would really be in the house.
Yeah.
So they kept it like that.
Yeah.
Little details.
And you know what? Like, if this is a hit game, we discussed this.
Hold up. If this is a hit game.
For me.
It's
for me.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Not
Ellie's have sold out. This thing is.
So.
Yeah. What?
Me and you talked a long time ago.
About?
I toyed around. If this is a game that I'm going to keep for a while,
okay,
I might black nickel that son of a bitch.
Ooh, by pinballplating.com.
I might black
really
nickel it.
Good.
And I kind of thought about. I was recently turned on to the Black Mirror blades, which
that might look pretty good too.
Black Mirror blades with that.
Oh my god! But did you see?
Oh, the art blades are freaking phenomenal
on the black and white. Though?
Because the sad thing is they created such a good little art blade package that it pulls you. It's like the house.
Yeah. Overall, super excited about this game. I can't wait to get one. Many people are going to find them at their doorsteps and their arcades. Maybe as we speak, they're shipping out fast. I think then the pros are going to come out, then the LEs likely, and then we'll see some premiums down later on the line. But you're getting one. I'm probably getting one.
Yep. Hopefully I can have you an unboxing video in the next week and a half. That would be, nice. But I'm going to have to do it upstairs because I don't think I can fit the box. I don't think it'll fit downstairs.
Will with an escalator.
But I'll have to have a party. I'm going to have a party. No, I'm saying width-wise. Within the box. I don't think it'll fit down the stairwell. Yeah.
Do it in the garage like me.
Nah, my garage is dirty. It's my work. I work out of it.
It's the only Munsters theme song you're going to hear because of intellectual property and copyright.
Oh.
So I couldn't put it at the intro. Sorry about that.
You can do something.
So what do these people need to do between now and next time?
Definitely go out and vote for us for best YouTube video.
Hopefully they already did that.
If you enjoy old Chuck Wirt streaming, kind of a rules master, goes super in depth with things. Us every now and then vote for Straight Down the Middle on streaming. That way it supports Chuck. Kind of gives him some gratitude for his hard work.
I think people should vote for me for best publication for the Twippies because of so many witty, awesome comments I make on Facebook.
No. Just don't even waste your time.
I love you.
At all. Buy a t-shirt. We do have a few large t-shirts in this here beautiful design left, our latest shirt. We are going to have to go to the printers. We don't know if we're going to have a new shirt come out or whether we're going to bring something old back.
Vault? Are we going to vault something?
We might vault something.
And as a reminder, if you want a brand new set of beautiful Penn Stadium lights, take us a picture. We've done it before. We're going to do it again. We want to fill those pinball machines up with those beautiful light systems.
What is that? Almost a $300 value?
Oh, yeah.
$280-something value?
Nice of Scott over there at
very
Penn
nice,
Stadium
very
lights.
nice.
But give us a picture. Send us a picture of one that you would like the Penn Stadium lights on, and make sure to share the video. You got to do both things.
Yes.
And for those of you who want the Orion's belt,
yes,
we want an existing customer of Penn Stadium lights to show us their pin with the Penn Stadium lights on, and a pin that they would like to see.
Because Penn Stadium wants to show some gratitude towards
customer appreciation.
People who already own a set, and it's that nice add-on. It's that over the top.
That's
right. So yeah, definitely show.
And he's coming out with the new fusions. You heard about those?
Yeah,
stay tuned for those. So remember, submit the pick, and you got to share this video right here. Got to be done, and then we'll draw another winner. Yep. I like giving away stuff.
I do too.
Until then, we love you guys. Stay tuned for the next Straight Down the Middle episode, and go back and watch the old ones. Yeah. Those are good too, right? Yeah. I still laugh at them.
Don't go too far back.
No, I like the slapping one. Can we do that again?
No.
You hit it off with the bumper, now straight down the middle, yeah. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the alley again. I tried to cradle you with my flipper, it was all in vain. Baby, baby, baby.
Let's see if we can get through a recording episode without a child being maimed or disfigured.
It's magic, you know.
You're singing our song. It's magic when I'm around.
Oh.
Why are you drinking ginger ale?
Because the caramel color number, whatever that is.
What about it?
Caramel coloring.
Okay.
It's known to be a possible carcinogen.
Have you ever chafed it?
No. Why'd you come to my house with a fucking chafed nipple?
Look,
you know how
what happens is you wear like anytime I'll wear a Oxford or a button up, and if I wear a sweater over, you have added weight onto that Oxford. It's always the left one too. I don't get it.
I have one nipple that if you touch it, it stays hard for like hours. It hurts.
Contact a doctor if it doesn't
like it hurts.
go down after 4 hours.
It's like you touch it. It's like Viagra.
Yeah.